What's up, guys? Welcome to Watch Your Lip. David and Lorenzo here.
Hi.
Guys, we have a little bit of a hobby that we like to do. Whenever we go to one of these places like Robbie's Marina or one of these marinas down here in South Florida that feed tarpon and jacks and stuff like that, we love going there and getting GoPro footage with my GoPro. And don't we have some cool footage?
We do have very cool footage from that.
We got some great footage from Robbie's and so on. But in this particular video, guys, we found a marina down here in South Florida and we were feeding Jack Crevalle. And we want to share in the experience with you because not only did they attack this guy, but they also attacked my camera, and I'm going to show you the damage that a Jack Crevalle can do. Even though their teeth aren't very big, they're powerful, and they are beasts. Guys, check this out and watch how Jack Crevalles blow up my GoPro. Lorenzo got jacked by a jack. All right, so Lorenzo, you happen to have like a little bit of an issue whenever we go to one of these places. It might be an issue. Whenever we go to one of these places, you always leave bleeding. What happens when you come away and your hand's bleeding? What happens?
Well, that's a normal thing. That's a normal thing now. Like, every single time I go to a marina or where you can feed tarpon, there's usually jacks there.
Yeah.
You usually find jacks, even though their teeth are like that big and they only have like 3 of them on the top. That they leave marks. So like I try to like hand feed the tarpon, and all of a sudden like a big 10-pound jack would just like come out would just like come underneath the dock and just destroy my hand.
Destroy your hand. So that happened down Robbie's, right?
Couple of times. Yeah.
Couple times where you come away bleeding, and then at this place, we got the jacks really fired up, and you walked away bleeding. Guys, check out this footage of Lorenzo's bleeding hand. Lorenzo, let me see what happened here.
Every time I go to feeding friends, I have to.
Wait, hold on, stop.
I have to bleed at least one time.
You gotta bleed at least once.
I got a jack.
Lorenzo got jacked by a jack. All right, so bro, do you enjoy getting eaten by Jack Crevalles?
Well, from now on, every time I go to a marina, I'm gonna get blood.
I have to disciple my child. I really do. All right, so we're gonna disciple you because I don't think that's the wisest thing. But on this particular trip, Lorenzo,
Yes.
the jacks, when we first got there, they weren't quite as fired up, were they?
No.
It took a little time. Like we could throw some stuff in.
Still biting my hand now.
They still bit his hand. But when we first got there, we started to throw these chunks of ballyhoo and silver sides and stuff like that into the water. And they would come and eat, but the tarpon would come and eat. The tarpon were there more predominantly in the beginning. What happened to the tarpon as time went on?
I think surprisingly, like a 150-pound tarpon to a 200-pound tarpon would get scared off by a bunch of Jack Crevalles.
Yeah. So as the jacks started to get fired up, guys, the tarpons seemed to kind of like keep their distance because they get in this frenzied attitude. And guys, what I want you to do is I want you to see some of the footage of them as I'm putting my GoPro under the water. And as time goes on, watch how it gets more and more intense, because as I have my GoPro under the water, yeah, it's a little shiny and it's a little, but as time goes on, they get a little bit more crazy, a little bit more fired up, and they start bumping into my camera. Then they start literally trying to eat my GoPro. It's pretty insane. Guys, check some of this footage out. Dude, don't get bit, man. Here's what happens to Lorenzo's hand. The plastic on the back of this GoPro, guys, has got some teeth marks on it. That is actually the teeth marks of a Jack Crevalle. Now, this GoPro, guys, has been in the mouth of a 10-foot alligator, chomped down on by a 10-foot alligator. I'll show you that footage.
GoPro is getting some good stuff right here, dude. Let's see. And, oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. No, 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 no! No. Oh.
But none of the mark, and still functions, guys. This is my same old GoPro Hero 4. I've got newer models that I use for a lot of my footage, but this older one is what I do a lot of my a little bit more dangerous and risky stuff, dirty work. And guys, the top of it is all scratched up from the jacks. The face of the plate here is all scratched up from the jacks. You know, we got some scratches right on the top there. GoPro makes awesome stuff, so I'm really impressed with their material. But Lorenzo, what do you think about this stuff as they're eating our GoPro?
It held on really well.
It did, didn't it? Held on what? Pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, we've had that sucker for a long time now.
Had this a long, long time.
And it's been eaten by big tarpon, alligators.
It's been eaten by tarpon, alligators, and Jack Crevalle. But the jacks have done more damage than any of those three. So guys, hope you like the footage. Hope you like GoPros, because GoPros rock.
Not
GoPros
sponsored.
are the bomb. Not sponsored yet.
Yeah.
But GoPros are actually amazing devices. And this old GoPro Hero 4, I don't know how the newer models, you know, would hold up. GoPro, if you want us to test out some of your new models on some dangerous toothy animals, we'd be willing to try that for you if you're interested. So send them our way at Watch Your Lip. But anyway, guys, hope you liked the video. I wanted to just kind of share. Oh yeah, see that hat, Lorenzo? Yeah, he's got the merch on. You can find that at watchyourlip.com and go ahead and order that merch there. We got shirts and hats and stuff like that. But guys, just wanted to show you kind of what happens in a feeding frenzy. You know, so this feeding frenzy thing starts to take place where it seems like all reason and logic just turn off with these animals, and they just go ballistic. So imagine if that were to happen with sharks. Like, you see a shark in the water, it's really not that big of a deal, realistically speaking. Sharks encounter people all the time. They don't attack people. But when they get in this frenzied mentality, anything that's in the water all of a sudden becomes potentially food. That's when the tarpon started to disappear once the jacks get all fired up. So who knows if they get chomped on.
Your finger is counted as food.
Bro, if your finger goes into the water when a jack schools are fired up, then it's going down.
It's literally like a nice, juicy.
It's like a finger mullet. Yeah, like a little finger mullet. That's why I call them finger mullet. But feeding frenzy is pretty cool. Guys, a lot of fishermen use this technique to get wild fish really fired up, and then a lot of people, when they're going in live chumming, for instance, they'll bring a whole bunch of live bait and they'll throw it out, throw the live bait out, get the fish really frenzied in this frenzied mentality. Then you can just put one on your hook and, you know, you can get 3 or 4 of them fired up. But as soon as it turns on, as quickly as it turns on, it turns off just as quick. So you've got to be ready with your bait. So like, you get into a feeding frenzy, strike while the iron's hot, and you'll hook up. But man, just like that, it'll turn off and the fish lose interest and they come back to reason.
That's why you have to have a lot of bait, so you can constantly keep on getting.
A lot of live bait, guys. We love live bait. Love live bait. All right, guys, hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time,
Watch your
watch your GoPro. Because watch your lip, guys. Take care.